Greetings to all our dear viewers. Today, the three of us have gathered here. We are here to tell you about the best projects in Cyprus for both living and investment. Today, I am joined by my colleague Olga Chishova. Yes, Alia is here with me. At Nevestate, she sells real estate in Cyprus. And also with my colleague Tatiana Gladzi. Tatiana is our representative from the developer Medousa, based in Paphos. She will provide more detailed information about these wonderful projects. Tatiana is currently in Paphos, Cyprus, so this is a live broadcast. If you would like to connect later or arrange an individual meeting, we can certainly do so via video call. We are always ready and open to any on-site reports, so to speak, from the construction sites. Now, let's return to the main topic of today's webinar. We would like to introduce you to the best projects in Cyprus, particularly in Paphos, from the island's largest developer.
Our company is called Medousa Developers. First and foremost, we are a family-owned business, and this is reflected in the values we bring to our client relationships. We have been in the market for over 20 years. Overall, our story began as a construction company back in 1990, and in 2002, we established our development company. Now, we offer a full range of services, both construction and development. Accordingly, we purchase land plots, design projects, and bring them to life. That is why we provide comprehensive support to our clients. Our company also has an interior designer on staff. With the designer, you can personalize your interior and select all the finishes to suit your preferences. We strive to meet the needs of every client, regardless of their taste.
We are familiar with this. Your support for clients at every stage and willingness to accommodate them is impressive.
Yes, of course. We are always happy to assist from start to finish, and even after handing over the keys to the property or project, we remain in touch with our clients. If you need any support or even a recommendation about Cyprus, we are always glad to help with any question. We also have a legal expert in our company. So, if there are any additional legal questions, we are always ready to provide legal support. We have already completed more than 300 projects across the entire island, and at the moment, we are focused in Paphos. Currently, we have 15 active projects under construction, and to be honest, there are even more. We do not have any finished properties available. All of our properties are currently under construction. Our company is a family-owned business, and reputation is extremely important to us, as the owners live here in Paphos. That is why we pay great attention to detail and quality. Our company is a market leader, and as a result, our clients are always satisfied with the outcome. This is very important to us because customer satisfaction is our key objective.
I would also like to add that our projects truly sell out very quickly because they are outstanding developments and there is a high demand from clients. In fact, the most attractive properties are usually sold off-plan. Very few properties remain unsold, and those that do are also delivered on time. Well, let's move on to the question of why Cyprus. Why, today, the most astute investors are choosing this destination to grow their capital, and what advantages Cyprus offers. Most likely, our viewers watching this webinar already know that by purchasing real estate in Cyprus, you can obtain permanent residency in Cyprus and become a resident of the European Union. To do so, you only need to invest 300,000 euros in real estate. 300,000 euros. This could be a beautiful one-bedroom apartment in a new complex with full infrastructure near the sea. So if you were planning to purchase something abroad or invest, and if you want to obtain EU resident status and travel freely throughout Europe in the future because Cyprus is planning, fortunately, to join the Schengen area this year. This is a very pleasant bonus, to put it mildly, to all of this. If you plan to further connect your life with the island, that is, to live there with your family, it is always possible to obtain citizenship in Cyprus. To do this, you need to have lived on the island for years 5 or 7, depending on your Greek proficiency. Then you can become a citizen of Cyprus. Cyprus has a British education system. The British education system allows your children to receive their education in English. At the same time, the quality of education is very high. Most students who wish to pursue a master's degree at any university in the world are able to enroll with ease. The education is excellent, and children genuinely enjoy going to school. Naturally, this is also a pleasant bonus that you can provide for your family. Another important point, if you are planning to move to Cyprus and conduct any business activities there, it is worth noting that Cyprus has one of the lowest corporate tax rates in Europe. It is only 12.5%. If we compare this with other European countries, for example, Montenegro, which is not in the EU but is on the continent, there the rate is 15%, in Greece 24%, Spain 26%, progressive tax system. So, Cyprus truly has a very low corporate tax rate, and naturally, this attracts a large number of business people and entrepreneurs to the island where you can freely conduct your business activities. Let's talk in more detail about Cyprus residency permits, because this is indeed an important point. If you are purchasing real estate, it is, of course, essential to take care of your residency status. In order to obtain a residency permit, as I mentioned earlier, you need to purchase real estate worth 300,000. There is no mandatory requirement to reside in Cyprus. So, if you want to become a resident, own your investment, and receive income, but do not wish to live in Cyprus permanently, there are no residency requirements for staying on the island. The entire process can be carried out remotely. You only need to visit the island once. One visit is sufficient, and after that, the rest of the process can be handled remotely without lawyers and us. There is a very high approval rate, meaning almost no one is refused. However, naturally, you must go through the compliance procedure, which we will discuss a bit later. It is possible to obtain residency even before the project is completed. As we mentioned earlier, most good projects are sold off-plan. This means you buy during construction, letting you benefit from price appreciation or capital gains, and by investing 300,000. While your property is under construction, you can already get residency. The current time frame for residency is about 8 months. A project is usually built within 1 to 1.5 years, depending on the concept and scale. What else is important to know? If you plan to obtain residency in Cyprus and are buying real estate, there is a tax, as in any country. In Cyprus, VAT applies when purchasing property. The VAT rate is 19%, but if this is your first property, and this is important, if it is your first property, then for you, it will be only 5%. So, for buyers who have not previously owned property in Cyprus, the VAT is 5%, which means 300 plus 5. It is necessary to confirm your financial solvency. Everything is transparent. All figures are displayed on the screen. That is 50,000 euros for the main applicant and 15,000 euros for the spouse of the main applicant, and 10,000 euros for each child under 18 years old. It is important to note that you can also include children up to 24 years old in the application if they are financially dependent on you. Accordingly, if your children are students under 24 years old, you can easily add them to the application. And another important point which, for some reason, we haven't mentioned before, but our investors find it very interesting, just that you can actually add your parents to the application as well. If you purchase real estate valued at 600,000 euros or more, which is the price of a villa, so if you choose a villa, you can bring your whole family to Cyprus. This option is also available. For more details on how the process works, we offer personalized consultations with our legal team. Overall, these are the main requirements for applicants. You need to demonstrate financial solvency and purchase real estate. And, of course, you must also pass the prosecutor's check. There is also a compliance check conducted by the bank. We prepare a set of documents for guests, including passports. For investors, this includes a birth certificate, employment certificate, or similar document. You need to verify your income, indicate where you are from, where you earn income, provide a certificate of no criminal record, and pay for medical insurance. So, the document package is quite small. We collect it and forward it to the legal team for processing. And accordingly, once you have purchased the property, that is, after you have paid the 300,000 euros, the entire process is set in motion and you can simply wait for your residence permit. I would also like to highlight what I believe is a very important point. Currently, the entire public of the island of Cyprus, including the president, and all the recent news coverage have been emphasizing that Cyprus truly plans to join the Schengen area this year. Of course, we cannot guarantee this to our clients that it will happen, but all the prerequisites are in place, all the documentation is ready, and all the issues raised by the European Union have been addressed. For Cyprus, almost all of these issues have been resolved.
Also, yes, it's important I may not have mentioned the residence permit is issued for life. In other words, you purchase real estate and don't need to gather additional documents or renew it every year. It is granted for life, as long as you own the property. Next, let's briefly go over the process of purchasing and registering real estate. For us and our colleagues, it seems straightforward, but perhaps for clients and investors it's helpful for real estate buyers to see the process. We begin our journey by searching for a suitable property. Perhaps you will start your own journey today as we move on to the more exciting part of our presentation, the projects. Once you have selected your desired unit, project, house, or villa, you need to reserve it. The reservation payment is 10,000 euros plus VAT. And next, the process of preparing the contract begins with the lawyers. Once the contract is ready, you will have time to review it, sign it, and make the initial payment. Typically, the initial payment is 30%. For off-plan projects, those still under construction, there is an option to purchase any project in installments until construction is complete, with an initial payment of 30%. After the initial payment, it is necessary to pay the applicable taxes. We can discuss these taxes more thoroughly during a personal meeting with our clients. Here, we have outlined which taxes need to be paid. This includes VAT, which, as I mentioned, is only 5% if it is your first property. There is also stamp duty, which depends on the value of the property. And overall, as a property owner, you will then pay according to the installment plan, and eventually you will receive the document confirming your ownership rights. That is probably all from my side. If you have any additional questions about the process of obtaining a residence permit, I would be happy to answer them. And with great pleasure, I would now like to hand over to my colleagues, Olga and Tatiana, so they can present to you the properties we have prepared. Yes, Helena, thank you very much. Today, we will actually be talking about a new project by Medousa in one of the most picturesque and promising regions of Cyprus, the city of Paphos. And before we move on to the project presentation, I would like to talk a little about the city itself. Why is it currently so attractive to our clients? Of course, Paphos has always been considered the cultural capital of Cyprus, thanks to its rich history and numerous UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Today, it is becoming one of the most sought-after cities for both investment and relocation among our buyers. So Tatiana, can you tell us what makes it unique? What is the uniqueness of Paphos, and why is it gaining such popularity? Thank you, colleagues. Thank you for inviting me to this webinar. We are very pleased to present our projects to your clients. What makes Paphos special? Paphos is located on the westernmost part of the island. That is why, first and foremost, Paphos offers the most beautiful sunsets. In addition, thanks to its strategic location, Paphos offers a stable economy and a high standard of living for our clients. The continuous growth in real estate value provides significant investment potential for our clients. Property prices in Paphos are consistently rising, ensuring strong capital appreciation. There is also high rental yield due to a steady flow of tourists and strong demand. In particular, among expats, rental properties generate very good income for our investors. And as Elena has already mentioned, the government offers tax incentives for our clients. You can benefit from a reduced VAT rate as well as for those who relocate their company. In Cyprus, you can take advantage of relatively low tax rates. For example, dividends in Cyprus are not taxed at all, which attracts a large number of investors and encourages many companies to relocate to Cyprus. As a company, we also develop business centers, so we offer various categories of real estate. But today, we will focus more on the villas and apartments in our portfolio. There is one more thing I would like to mention about Paphos. Paphos offers excellent infrastructure. We have international schools, universities, medical centers, pharmacies, supermarkets, and a mall. In other words, everything you need for urban living is available in Paphos. There are also wonderful restaurants and beautiful natural surroundings. But the most important thing in Paphos is its nature. There are plenty of locations where you can have a picnic, relax with your family, or spend time with friends. Many tourists also choose Paphos for its beautiful sandy beaches, which are perfect for family vacations. And that's why there are many apartments available for short-term rental, and villas are also in high demand for short stays. Many expats who relocate to Cyprus often choose Paphos specifically because of its lifestyle. It's a great combination of urban living and close proximity to nature. People find that balanced work-life balance that everyone is looking for these days. In Paphos, there is an excellent opportunity to achieve that.
Yes, indeed, and I'd like to point out that Paphos truly demonstrates stability, both in terms of financial indicators and in the continuous development of its infrastructure. Over the past year, new private schools have opened, as well as Beirut University, which undoubtedly enhances the city's investment appeal and overall demand for rental housing.
Yes, and I would also like to add that Paphos and overall, Cyprus is one of the safest countries in the European Union and in the world. Cyprus is a member state of the European Union and also provides you with legal security as we comply with all EU laws. Construction. Our construction standards are specifically European standards. That is why you benefit from both a high standard of real estate and a high quality of life.
Well then, let's move on to the project. Today, we will take a look at projects in Paphos, and at Medousa, we offer projects in various parts of the city as well as in the suburbs. Our first project is a villa complex that combines privacy, comfort, luxurious living, and beautiful architectural style. All of this is featured in a project located right in the suburbs of Paphos. Paphos has some very beautiful municipalities and charming villages that are self-sufficient, have well-developed infrastructure, and retain their authenticity. In general, Paphos originally developed as a fishing village, which is why it has preserved its authentic character compared to other cities in Cyprus. Could you tell us about the location and why you chose this area for the villa complex?
By the way, I'd like to add that Paphos actually has a very long history. In ancient times, Paphos was actually the capital of Cyprus. That's why we have so many archaeological parks here, dating back to ancient Greece and the Roman Empire. Everyone who visits Cyprus really enjoys exploring these parks and enriching their experience. It's all about this unique connection to history. Now, regarding Pea. Pea is located just 15 minutes away from Paphos, which offers an ideal balance. You are close to all the main infrastructure, but at the same time, you're away from the noise outside the city and can enjoy a more peaceful pace of life. However, Pea itself also has a well-developed infrastructure. There are restaurants, supermarkets, and even five-star hotels. That's why Pea is quite sought after. It is considered an elite region of Paphos. It is often chosen by investors and clients who want to combine this kind of luxurious lifestyle. The project we currently have available, Infinity, features 20 villas. These are beautiful villas with 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms. Almost all of the villas offer panoramic sea views as they are situated on a hillside. We also offer a range of pricing options. Here, the minimum prices start from 560,000 euros. Accordingly, we always strive to offer our clients a choice in our projects to meet different needs and financial capabilities. This location is an excellent option both for purchasing a villa to live in and for investment purposes. Because Peja. This is a region that attracts a large number of tourists in the summer, ensuring a steady flow of visitors. Apartments and villas here are in high demand for both short-term and long-term rentals. Additionally, it is very close to Paphos itself. In just 15 minutes, you can be in Paphos. But if we drive a little in the other direction, we will reach Alchemist. This is a nature reserve. You can also go for a walk there and even encounter turtles. They breathe there. In other words, this is a unique region with pristine, untouched nature protected by the Cypriot government. As you can see, any need can be met here. Perhaps you enjoy spending one day each season outdoors. On one day, you can relax in nature, and on another, if you want a bit more of a cosmopolitan experience, you can visit an excellent restaurant with a Michelin-starred chef. Alternatively, you can take a short drive to nearby golf resorts if you love playing golf. There are also tennis and paddle facilities. In essence, Cyprus is already well developed and offers every opportunity and amenity for our clients. Yes.
Tatiana, you also mentioned that there is a new marina construction project underway here. Of course, whenever a new marina is introduced, it increases the level of investment appeal and overall develops the infrastructure. This means new promenades, new restaurants, and a new lifestyle. Naturally, this will also be an advantage for this region.
Absolutely right, absolutely right. And what also makes our project unique is that our villas are situated with a view of the future marina. So you will be able to enjoy this view right from your home. You'll be able to take in all this beauty. And I'd also like to tell you a bit about the villas themselves. Our standard includes underfloor heating and the VRF system, which is central air conditioning from LG. This is always included in the price of the villa. We also build to an energy efficiency class. That's why all the materials we use comply with this class. We have double glazed windows. They are aluminum. And for UV protection, we use 8 centimeters of polystyrene for thermal insulation. This ensures that you feel comfortable in your villa or apartment while also reducing the home's energy consumption. If you wish, you can add solar panels for an additional cost, as well as a barbecue area and a swimming pool. In other words, we offer various options that we can provide, slightly adjust, to truly customize your villa to your personal taste.
Yes, Tatiana, thank you very much for pointing that out, because in fact, Medusa places great importance on construction standards and energy efficiency class, and this is always verified. We can send you detailed specifications for all projects, so you can see just how high the construction quality truly is, because as we know, Cyprus has a climate that is subject to certain challenges. Humidity, meaning there is aggressive environmental impact on building materials, and of course, in these homes you will not experience issues with dampness or mold. Additionally, you will benefit from significant savings on electric heating and utility bills.
I would also like to draw your attention to the design of the villas. We devote a great deal of attention to this as well. As you can see, since these villas are located a bit in the mountains, we use stone, exposed concrete, and also a special white graffiato finish, which you can see in the images. Overall, each villa maintains the project's style, but we wanted to add a touch of individuality, so that each villa has some distinctive features while still preserving the overall project style.
In general, for our clients who are seeking luxury and privacy with premium quality, this project is definitely worth considering, because here all of these elements are combined in a very harmonious way.
I would also like to add one more point regarding the construction timeline. This project is currently at the excavation stage, so construction will take between 14 and 16 months. For one, per villa.
Yes, we now see a question from one of the participants, Tatiana. This is Marina writing. Good afternoon. Are these villas delivered with finishing already completed?
Yes, of course. All of our projects are delivered with full finishing. This means you will have your living room and kitchen area ready. There is tile flooring in the living areas and kitchen and laminate in the bedrooms. Kitchen cabinets are also included in the price, and together with the designer, you will be able to choose the specific finishes for the bathroom and the wardrobes in the bedrooms. The only thing that is offered additionally is the furniture package. Our furniture package includes Bosch appliances, a television, hall furniture, curtains, lighting fixtures, bed linens, dishes, and towels. For a 3-bedroom villa, such a package costs 35,000 euros. And again, with the designer, you will be able to choose everything. Our furniture package is available as well. It features European brands, as does the finishing. For example, our tiles come from Spain and Italy. There are various options available. We have samples in our office for you to review with the designer. You can sit down and select exactly what you like. All the bathroom fixtures are also European made. These include Duovit, Gala, Groti, and Roca. There are different options available to satisfy the diverse tastes of our clients.
Thank you, Marina, also for your question, and we will continue. Now we will move on to the villa projects, and then we will also look at apartment complexes located in the Giraskapu area. This is an area located near the historic center of Paphos, which also has its own well-developed infrastructure, including new schools and supermarkets. However, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to reach the city center, and you are already in the heart of the city. Pristine beaches are also nearby. So, Tatiana, please tell us about Vivsport first, and then we will move on to the other projects.
Yes, of course. Giraskapu is one of the districts of Paphos. It is located in very close proximity to Paphos. In fact, there is literally just one road separating us. So once you cross that road, you are already in Giraskapu. Accordingly, its proximity to Paphos attracts clients who choose to buy property specifically in this area. And from being a suburb of Paphos, this area is gradually, as we can see, becoming an integral part of Paphos itself. In the future, we believe it will be considered one of the main districts of Paphos. Giraskapu is located in the eastern part of Paphos. It is also conveniently close to the airport, just a 10-minute drive away. It takes just 5 to 10 minutes to reach the center of Paphos, depending on your location. Giraskapu also boasts beautiful sandy beaches. There are restaurants and a full range of infrastructure, including hotels, 5-star resorts, and sports centers. The Paphos Football Club is based in Giraskapu. There is also easy access to the highway, making it convenient to travel to other cities in Cyprus. Limassol, Larnaca, and Nicosia. Giraskapu is home to one of the largest water parks in Cyprus. So, there are a variety of options available. You'll find both entertainment and essential infrastructure such as schools, supermarkets, and shops.
A golf course, yes. There is a very good golf resort located nearby.
Yes, absolutely right. A golf course and also international schools. Essentially, all the necessary infrastructure is available. And one of the projects we are pleased to present to you today is the Alba Residences. This project is located in close proximity to the sea, just 550 meters away. The project as a whole consists of 40 villas. It is a gated community with security on the premises. The project also features a clubhouse. In the clubhouse, there will be a restaurant and bar on the first floor. And on the second floor, there will be a sauna and a gym. Additionally, since this is a family-oriented community, there will be a children's playground next to the clubhouse. And already, many residents are families with children. The villas in this project. More than 31 villas have already been sold, So at the moment, only 9 villas remain available. The project is currently in an active stage of construction. The first phase will be completed in a year, and the second phase in total, the entire project will be ready within 18 months, that is, a year and a half. Therefore, we are also offering installment plans during the construction period. Interest-free installment plans from. As the developer, in this project we offer villas, including 3-bedroom options. Previously, there were also 4-bedroom and 5-bedroom villas available. However, at the moment, only 3-bedroom villas remain available. The price already includes a swimming pool and rooftop terraces. In other words, this is a more luxurious, premium segment with a higher level of finishing compared to our standard villas. Therefore, it is ideal for clients who specifically prefer a more luxurious segment, as well as for investors seeking properties with high profitability, since the location is in close proximity to the sea and to hotels, offering excellent potential for rental income. The project itself is designed in a resort style as it features a clubhouse. There is also a restaurant, a gym, a sauna, and on-site security. As a result, this is a safe, family-oriented community that is very comfortable both for vacations and for permanent living. The new Bloom Living School is literally 5 minutes away from here, by car. Supermarkets, restaurants, hotels, and the city center are also nearby. Everything is located just 5 to 10 minutes away. To the mall, it will only take 5 minutes to get there from our project.
Yes, in fact, this is the flagship project of Medousa Company. It is currently being successfully implemented. Undoubtedly, for families with children, this is a gated community with 247 security. For investors, this is a resort, and there will always be demand because many tourists and people looking to rent a home always ask for infrastructure. So, this is not just a house, it's real estate within a resort. It has its own infrastructure, including a clubhouse. There are restaurants, a spa, a sauna, and a gym. The villas themselves are also designed in a beautiful style. Each villa will have a rooftop terrace, and from some villas, you'll have a partial sea view. So, you can also enjoy beautiful sunsets in this complex.
Of course, and our villas here are quite spacious. For example, one of the villas has an internal area of 185 square meters, plus covered terraces, plus a plot of land. The plots are about 400 square meters each. That's what we offer. And in addition, there is also a rooftop terrace.
Well, we also have. It's worth highlighting, yes. We want to emphasize that all villas are delivered fully finished and with built-in furniture. The only thing left is to purchase a furniture package if desired. Yes.
And since this is a luxury segment, some of our clients even add a jacuzzi on the rooftop terrace to fully enjoy the sunsets. It's truly a wonderful.
Yes, and of course, this is a major advantage of purchasing property off-plan because you can work together with your designers. With architects, you can refine the project to suit your needs, make changes, and incorporate your own preferences. And Medousa, as a company, always responds very positively to this, being customer-oriented, and our clients are delighted to develop a personalized project for their own private villa. That's right.
Yes, yes, of course. We are always happy to help. We are always here. And for any request, if there is a way to make it a reality, we'll do it.
So, now let's take a look at one of the most popular projects. Among our clients, this project is a favorite. In fact, one of our clients is already a proud owner of an apartment in this complex. This is the Panorama project, which is also located in Gyroskopu. Tatiana, could you please share the advantages of this project?
Yes, yes, of course. Panorama Apartments. This project is within walking distance of a supermarket, a pharmacy, and several cafes. It takes just 5 minutes to drive to the sea. There, you'll find beautiful beaches with beach clubs and restaurants. These are sandy beaches, clean, and awarded the blue flag. And the international school is only a 3-minute drive from the project. And accordingly, it also takes just 3 minutes to reach the golf course. The center of Paphos is only 8 minutes away. Additionally, in Gyroskopu, we have our own town center, the Old Town. It's just a 2 to 3 minute drive away, where you'll also find restaurants, bakeries, all the necessary infrastructure, and banks.
I would also like to point out that the complex itself has its own infrastructure. In other words, we can say that it's a resort, which makes it attractive for rental as well, because as always, you have thought of everything. For example, the complex features a year-round heated swimming pool.
Yes, I'll explain now. In this particular project, we have 5 apartment blocks, a total of 44 units, and a large swimming pool. It measures 18 meters by 6 meters. The pool will be heated. This way, our clients will be able to swim year-round. In addition to the pool, we also decided to include a gym in the project. This way, you can work out without having to go anywhere else. The project features a gated area and will have a large park zone next to it, which we will also be landscaping and beautifying. There are different types of apartments available. Options include 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom units. At the moment, only 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom apartments, as well as penthouses, are still available. The penthouses have their own private access to a rooftop terrace, which is fully usable and owned exclusively by the apartment owner. As you can see in the 3D renderings, there are several penthouses. Currently, only a few are still available. We have just 2 penthouses left. The penthouses are slightly higher in elevation. The finishing quality will also be very high, featuring Italian design. The kitchen and entrance doors are armored for added security. In other words, here we maintain a truly luxury class of finishing premium quality that our company can provide.
Yes, so this is the same premium segment. It's just that this is an apartment complex. Clients choose villas or apartments, but the finishing quality will be premium. Here, we combine style, comfort, and a convenient location. Everything is within easy reach. And the views, which is the project's name, panorama views that will always inspire.
Yes, exactly, with stunning panoramic views of the sea. And I would also like to add that in our company, we build both apartments and villas to the same high standards. This means that if you have an apartment, it doesn't mean the standards will be any lower. We use the same windows, the same insulation. In fact, all the standards, if you look at our construction specifications, are maintained. This applies to our apartment projects as well.
Yes, and this is very important because we are moving on to the next project, which offers more affordable housing, but nevertheless, this does not affect the quality in any way. Here, the price will be lower, but the construction quality will be absolutely the same.
That's absolutely right. The quality remains consistent. Everything will be the same. The only difference from all previous projects is in this project. We will not have underfloor heating, which is why the prices are a bit lower. The location is also different, so we were able to build high-quality apartments, or rather, we will build them but keep the prices a bit more affordable so that we can meet the needs of a wider, let's say, range of our clients.
However, we want studios to be available in this project because some of our clients are specifically looking for studios solely for investment purposes and are not considering obtaining a residence permit. Accordingly, their price threshold and requirements are lower.
Yes, in this project, it is the only one where we currently have studios available. These are quite spacious apartments. For example, a studio offers 45 square meters of interior space, plus an additional terrace. As a result, our apartments are quite large in size. In fact, I can tell you right now, our studio has a total area of 59 square meters.
Yes, spacious. A studio offers a large area.
We are building apartments of quite generous sizes.
Yes, absolutely. If clients simply want to try investing and see how this apartment generates income, it is certainly a very attractive option because there's no need to focus on a high entry threshold. Plus, studios are always in demand. They are the most liquid apartments, both for students and for tourists who are just coming for a vacation.
Now, let me tell you a little about the project. The project consists of 5 blocks. There are apartments and we have 3D renderings. What makes this project special and unique? 3 of the blocks, Q, R, and S, have a rooftop that is fully utilized, featuring a shared swimming pool and a barbecue area accessible to all residents of that block. It is from the roof that a wonderful panoramic view of the sea will open up, as well as the sunsets, which in Paphos are some of the most beautiful on the island. And what else do we offer our clients? And what is included in the price? Each apartment comes with one covered parking space and a storage room. This means you can store some of your belongings outside your apartment. All apartment blocks are equipped with elevators. As you can see, these are low-rise buildings with only 3 floors, but each building is equipped with an elevator for your convenience. The complex is also located next to a park area, so you can enjoy pleasant walks. You can truly enjoy the natural surroundings, and all the necessary infrastructure is close by. It will take just 23 minutes by car to reach the supermarket. A pharmacy and a mini market will be within walking distance. As for the construction timeline, this project will take approximately 18 to 24 months to complete.
Yes, it's a very interesting project. It's in the same Gyroscope area with everything nearby, a school, golf course, easy highway access, and studio apartments available. The price is very attractive. Tatiana, thank you very much for the insightful presentation. And dear participants, if you are interested in making a purchase or simply wish to receive a personal consultation, please write to us or leave your requests, and we will contact you as soon as possible. Medousa is always open to providing online consultations as well as in-person consultations. We can arrange an online tour for you. If you are planning a visit, we will show you Paphos and provide you with a comprehensive tour. So please feel free to call us. I would also like to highlight, Tatiana, you already touched on this earlier, the financial benefits and attractive financial terms for clients who are considering installment plans. Could you tell us a bit more about this? Because one of the advantages of purchasing real estate offline is precisely the availability of installment plans.
Yes, we offer installment payments according to the stages of construction. That is, initially you will need to pay to reserve the property. Then, within a month, you are given time to sign the purchase agreement. When signing the agreement, the client pays 30% of the cost of the apartment or villa. The remaining amount can be paid in installments according to the stages of construction. And the final 5% is paid when the keys to the property are handed over.
I would also like to note that as part of Medousa's service, you always assist with property rentals, including urgent rentals. If clients are interested in short-term rentals, you always recommend a reliable provider or a trustworthy property management company for renting out apartments. If you are considering purchasing property for investment purposes, feel free to contact us. We will prepare a profitability calculation for you.
That's correct. We provide support to our clients who wish to rent out their properties for long-term leases. And for short-term rentals, we can recommend reliable partners who can assist our clients with renting out their properties. I have also prepared a small surprise for you. The director of our company will be joining us.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Thank you. We are so glad you came to us.
Thank you. We are very happy that you came. You're welcome to ask any question you like. We are here to support you.
You see, this is exactly what a family business is about. The management is always involved in client consultations and various activities. The head of the company personally always takes part in communicating with our clients. We recently closed a deal successfully, and the management played a significant role in that. The leadership itself had a major impact how client-oriented they are, how pleasant the communication is, and the truly attractive and excellent terms that were offered. It was Paphos who provided these for our clients. This was the decisive factor when choosing among different developers. So Paphos, our sincere gratitude always comes from our clients and from us as well. It is a real pleasure working with you.
Thank you very much.
If you have any questions later, please feel free to write to us. You have our contact information. We will definitely inform Tatiana and arrange a separate joint Zoom call with you, tailored specifically to your request and your situation.
We will be happy to provide you with a personal consultation. We can arrange a Zoom call if you are interested in any particular project, or we can tell you about other projects that we did not present today, since, as I mentioned, we have more than 15 projects. We can always arrange a Zoom call. You can always speak directly with the company director. He can personally show you the projects, provide additional information, and if you have any questions, he is always available to connect.
Well, thank you very much, Tasa. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. I'm sure our viewers found it interesting today. I certainly did. Every time, I listen to these project presentations with great fascination. And truly, we spent a long time carefully selecting these particular projects because there are so many projects and unfortunately, our time is limited. We simply cannot present all of them within a single seminar, so we did our very best to present these to you wholeheartedly. We will be happy to answer all your questions and look forward to welcoming you in Cyprus, in Paphos. Tatiana and Tasa will greet you and show you around. They will not only show you the projects, but also introduce you to the Cypriot lifestyle and all the essential places. Everything you need to know about living and relaxing in Cyprus, schools, restaurants, and much more. So please be sure to write to us and leave your comments.
And come to Cyprus. Come visit or even move here, yes.
We will be delighted to show you everything and answer all your questions.
Yes, thank you very much, Tatiana. Thank you. Tassis, thank you, Olga. As for us, we guarantee full support throughout every stage of the transaction, as I mentioned earlier, including, of course, property selection and assistance with money transfers. We also help resolve these matters because we understand that today, in some cases, it is not always straightforward. So we provide consultations on these issues as well, and we'll help you transfer your funds, no matter where they are located. And of course, we assist with obtaining residency permits, compliance procedures, and legal consultations. We are also ready to support you in these areas. Well, thank you, colleagues. I believe our viewers will now consider their questions, leave them for us in private chats, and we can then forward them to our partners. That's it. Thank you for your attention and your time.
Thank you very much.